Men always complain that women don't want enough sex, but biologically speaking, there's nothing wrong with women, of course. So why do so many couples have this problem, and why does it cause so much frustration to the point that people actually get a divorce, like I did so many years ago? In this video, I will explain why women do not get what they want from men and how you can solve that in a very easy way. And it all has to do with the nature of female yin and male yang, and the best way to create sexual alchemy between a man and a woman. And that's how Taoists are able to have orgasmic sex for hours and hours and hours to create the deepest love, bliss and connection you've ever felt. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how we do that. Hi, I'm Alex, the Dutch Taoist. Do women really want less sex than men? No, that's BS. The problem is she's not getting what she needs, what she truly craves in sex and relationships. So let me explain this from the Taoist perspective and talk about sexual alchemy. The male body is yang energy, which is fire energy that can flare up very fast and also dies out very quickly. Recognize that? But the female body is yin energy, which is cool water energy that takes time to warm up and even takes longer time to cool down again. So male yang energy rises up like a flame, and that's why a man gets an erection. His sexual arousal rises from the lower part of his body to his heart. First sex and then love. With women, it's the other way around, because yin energy flows downwards. She opens her heart first, and the energy then flows down to her vagina, which becomes very yin, wet, when she's aroused. So fast sex focused on orgasm is very yang and male oriented. It's the kind of sex you see in movies and commercials, but in real life it basically makes everyone miserable. Men also, because what we need is more balance between yin and yang to make sexual alchemy actually work. And everybody will be happy, because it takes time to heat the water energy of a woman. And that's why women need at least 15 to 20 minutes to have an orgasm. So you have to slow down to give her what she really needs. And that's a deep emotional connection as well, more than anything. So if you want to make this work, it's all about taking the time and focusing on connection. And that is exactly what Taoist sexual alchemy gives you. Hours and hours of love and arousal that will get you in a flow of constant orgasmic energy that will give you a very deep, blissful connection, which is way better than any short-lived muscle contraction you're going to have in the lower part of your body. So that way the man also gets what he wants, which is basically non-stop sex for hours. So it's win-win, right? Well, not exactly, because a lot of men are scared to do this, because it only takes like 2 minutes to get an orgasm for a man. So how do you handle that pressure? Well, it's much easier than you think. So number one is to change your mindset. Non-stop orgasmic sex for hours and hours works only when you stop focusing on ejaculation and start focusing on the journey itself. If you do that, 80% of your work is already done. But this is often just as difficult for women as it is for men, because we're programmed for quick sex and gratification. And that's why you think that something is missing when you don't have an orgasm. But actually, if you have an orgasm, you're the one that's missing out, okay? Another problem is that some women also feel insecure when men don't ejaculate, because they feel it's like some kind of validation. Oh, I can still turn him on. But sexual alchemy is only going to work if you change that mindset. So number two, schedule some time for this and remove any distractions like phones and kids, and plan it. Yeah, but what if I'm not in the mood? Don't worry about that. You will be in the mood if you take the time to do it. Not being in the mood is your body's response to the pressure you feel to have quick, male-oriented yang sex. And then what do you do? Number three, focus on touch and connection first. Don't try to arouse each other, but start with a massage. Start with your back, legs, feet, arms and belly, And this will bring you back into your body and start to relax. And the chi starts flowing. At this stage, the man has to do most of the work. You give her attention and love and massage, and the woman, she must learn to receive that. It sounds old-fashioned, but it's your nature. Then you can massage her breasts because it's an effective way to open her heart. But of course only when it feels right for her and when she can enjoy it. Which is not all of the time, right? Take some time for kissing and caressing. And then don't focus on penetration until she's absolutely ready for it. And that means she needs to listen to her body to feel if she's ready. And very often the mind wants it, but the body is not ready. And that's because the mind is very yang and fast, and the body is yin and needs more time. And try to see penetration as a way to deepen your connection. It's not a way to get an orgasm, it's a way to deepen the connection. The female body is not something you can masturbate in, right? It sounds a bit crude, but you know what I mean. So number 4, in Taoist alchemy, we work with a yin and a yang phase. In the yang phase, you're taking action and you're getting more and more aroused. But when you feel an orgasm coming, you stop. And then you relax, which is the yin phase. You just lay there and connect. And during the yang phase, you generate a lot of energy. And during the yin phase, you let the energy flow through the body by itself. And both phases are equally important. And the more energy starts flowing between the two of you, the stronger your connection becomes. So what do you do during the yin phase? You can make eye contact to let energy flow between the two of you. Caress each other, you do some kissing, because when the tongues touch, this basically opens the so-called microcosmic orbit between a man and a woman. And the energy starts flowing. And if you want, the man can stay inside the woman and just be for a while, if that feels right. For women, the real challenge is to learn to receive. She has to open herself both physically and emotionally. Receiving love and conscious touch can touch some emotional blockages deep in your body, and it takes some courage to stay with it. But it's incredibly rewarding, and that's why Taoists see sexuality as a real spiritual path. If you want to do this right during the yang phase, you need to know your point of no return. And that's the point where an orgasm is inevitable. So for a woman, that point is at 98%. She can stop anytime she wants. But for a man, it's when he gets to like 70, 80%. Yeah, I know. So don't go too far. If you're in tune with your body, you can feel when to stop. And then you just say stop. And the woman has to stop moving. And that's how you build trust. Stop means stop. Number 6, how do you last longer during the yang phase? Men always think that they have to control their ejaculation, but that's not getting you anywhere. It's all about relaxation. You don't get blue balls because of too much sperm, but from too much energy that's blocked, so it can only shoot out of your body. You need to get that chi flowing again inside your body so you can make love effortlessly for hours and hours. And here are some simple tips to do that during sex. For women, always massage away from his penis, not towards it. Very important. And with the female body, it's the other way around. You want to get more aroused, so you massage towards the vagina to get more aroused, because she needs more time. Now, for the men, you can ground yourself before having sex. You can do this by walking or massaging the legs and the groin area especially. Or, you can do one of my online courses. The next thing is to open your heart. When your heart opens, the energy starts flowing and it becomes way more easy to last longer. It sounds strange, but it's absolutely true. And by far, the most effective way to last longer is relax. And having the right mindset will take away some of the tension as well. Number 7, after a number of yang and yin phases, the energy will build and build to a very strong energy field. And if you don't ejaculate or orgasm, you will feel the vibration of this energy field for days. It's like an incredible feeling of love, connection and bliss. And you feel very close to each other even the next day if you're miles away. Now, if you want to have an orgasm in the end, try to see it as an afterthought. Like, we can do that too. However, Taoists, they don't like to ejaculate at all because men lose an incredible amount of life force during ejaculation. And even for women, an orgasm will drain you a little bit and the energy field just collapses. But once most women have tasted the orgasmic state, they usually don't want to have a conventional orgasm ever again. And for men, if you don't want to ejaculate at all because it's very healthy and you get tons of energy, then you should learn to do that in a safe and healthy way. And that's why I created the 6-day Love Mastery Challenge for men, to take that first step. It is totally free because it's my mission to teach this to as many people as I can and to train men to give women what they actually need. And you will see the connection, the love, the bliss even is just beautiful. Once you've tasted it, you will be hooked for life. And that goes for both men and women. So if you're a man, do the challenge. And if you're a woman, tell your boyfriend to do it because you deserve a way better sex life than you're probably getting right now.